Hey everyone, Lance here. Now I know I've been teasing this for a little while, but I'm finally about to do it. Now when I first built this PC, I said it was going to be a themed PC. So welcome to the theme. It's Project Nostromo, based off the Alien film. Hence why I've got Alien, I've got the poster there. I love the Alien film franchise, so I thought, why not, since I'm doing a white build when I first built this, try and theme it around the ship, the Nostromo, that was in the first film. So I have a whole lot of little alien toys. I have a xenomorph, which I want to try and incorporate in there. I have these eggs, a few others, various size face huggers, which I like the look of. I did think about putting this big one in the reservoir, but I think over time the plastic will break down and cause issues with my water loop, so I probably won't do that at this point. I also have these little things, which I'm not sure if I'll use or not. They're little lit tubes. This was my reason for wanting to put one in the reservoir, just like in the film. And I then also have 2 bottles of acid green premix EK water blocks coolant. Now I also want to add a drain loop to this system, as I didn't initially put one in, but since building it I have a thought on a way that I can incorporate that and get it working. So I have a Blitz Power white drain tap to match the white of the theme. Now this is going to be more of a diorama, I guess. It's not going to be exactly, I guess, like the Nostromo ship, but the white will tie in a lot to that. There's a lot of white in the system, also a bit of silver and black, so I think it will fit the theme really well. Here's the drain tap I have. Nice and simple, white obviously to match the rest of the theme. I have some more of the Corsair fittings that I had previously used, as I had to use a couple of silver ones that I had laying around. Didn't quite have enough. Some male-to-male adapters to get things working, and this EK 90 degree fitting, which I'm hoping will be sort of the right distance away from the glass to give my drain tap a bit of clearance. Along with that, this is the thing I'm most excited about for the Alien theme type thing, is this laser etched Nostromo ship plate, which I'm thinking I'll put on the vertical GPU somewhere centered there as sort of like a centerpiece, so people know what I'm actually going for here. Hopefully it works out. Nothing I'm doing I don't think will be too distasteful. If I don't like it, I can take the toys out, and then I just have a white and green build, which might look pretty cool. So let's get in. I'm going to drain this loop. I've been running distilled water for way longer than I'd like to admit. It's been months and it's definitely due to have it done. So I'm going to crack in, drain it, put my loop in, or before I do make the changes to the loop, sorry, I'm also going to clean it with this Blitz kit. So without any more said, let's get in. So this here, I don't know if you can see that, is why I need a proper drain system. As soon as I crack that off, it starts leaking. So what I need to do is get it off and go boom with this tube, which I'll have running down into this, which is just an old big 5-litre bottle. But what I did do, just to avoid making too much of a mess, is I've got a towel folded in half, tucked under, and then fold a little bit into the case. There's no electrical componentry here, so that's not the biggest concern, but I still don't want to make too much of a mess. So let's see how lucky we get doing this today. Oh shit. That's most of the system drained. and a lot of it did get absorbed by the towel. I'm going to get more towels. So at this point I think I'm just going to crack on with putting the drain loop on before I do anything more, just because, I mean, that just highlights why I need one on the system, with how free flowing all the water or coolant is just to where I had that port. So this is how that little system looks for my drain. So relatively tidy, it's tucked away, and then when I need to drain the system, this can swivel out like so. I could also put it that way if I liked, but it doesn't go all the way back flush, and this way hides the tap a bit nicer. So it'll be like that, and when I need to drain, I will just go like so. I can't leave it directly poking forward like this, as the glass front won't clear it. There's about this much past the edge. So the other thing I want to change is up here in the top of the case. If I zoom in, you can see I still have two silver EK fittings, rather than these white Corsair ones that are every other fitting in the case. The other silver hardware, like this, I actually quite like the look of that. It offsets it, doesn't give it too much white, given that there's silver on the motherboard and other parts of the case. I decided to get some fresh distilled water, so I got this, my usual 10 litre bottle, which is $7 New Zealand dollars, and I have run the Mayhem Blitz through the system. So it's foamed up a bit, so I'm going to leave it overnight, and just in the meantime playing around, I've done a sort of little mock-up of roughly how I might want it to look. So I did have to cut up and pull some bits off the Xenomorph. These are the little spines from her back, her legs, her pelvis, because the effect I wanted was like she's coming over the GPU, just sort of jumping out in surprise. I did also tuck the tail behind there, just because the tail is part of what makes her scary, so I thought that was essential to leave in there. So it's been overnight, it's a new day, and the Blitz has been run through the system. I've then drained it and run pure distilled water for an hour, drained it again, done the same thing. Now when I did the Blitz through the system, a whole lot of sort of dust and fluff had pulled up in the fins on the GPU. So I actually took that out of the loop and gave that a good clean. I didn't film it as my girlfriend was sleeping, but I did take a couple of photos which I'll probably put on screen. So now it's time to fill with the premix coolant. So you can see there's now green coolant in there, and I actually love the contrast with the white and green. I think it looks still quite classy and tidy, but the green just gives it that sort of alien vibe to it. So I'll get the cables all reconnected, I'll place out the toys and things in the system, and then I'll fire it up and see how it looks. And there we have it, guys. Project Nostromo is complete, and I think it looks perfect. It's come out exactly how I wanted it to. I've set some of the LEDs to green, these neon strips at the top and bottom, and also the light in the GPU block, but I have left the fans white, and I think that creates a really, really nice contrast. Overall, I'm really happy, and I'm definitely going to be keeping it this way. I've set my desk lights to be green now. I hope you can see that, and also the backlight on my keyboard and mouse. So we're all in with the OG Gamer Green, which isn't seen as much as it used to be, which I reckon it's coming back. I do reckon it's coming back. But anyway, I thank you all a lot for watching, guys, and if you want to follow me on any social media platforms, see what else I get up to, links will be down below, and hey, thanks for watching.